What's up, everybody? This is Adam with Adrenaline Cycles coming at you with a video today. This is a 2023 Walkaround on a Can-Am Commander. This one is a 700, what we call the base model or DPS model. Really nice color here in like the green. It's almost like a, not as dark as a hunter green, but a real nice green all in with the black, plastic trim around it. Looks really good. One great thing about this model is it's pretty affordable for what all you get, and the fact that it comes with full doors. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of this right here. I do not know, I cannot understand for the life of me why OE manufacturers will not just bite the bullet and put it on all the units. I really don't understand. But the door is really nice. If Josh can come in here and I'll point out some of the highlights on this. Like I said, guys, really this is the highlight for me on this model. The latch is super nice. It's got, just like your traditional car latch here, really works the latch back here. It's got it on the outside, really nice tucked in here, so it's not going to get tore off or anything like that. Look at the thickness on this door. It's not a thin piece. I mean, it's injection molded. It's got a bunch of ribbing in it for extra strength. Here's where you attach your upper doors when you want to put them on. So it'll be a full enclosed like a car, but it's just super rigid. It does not feel cheap. It does not feel like it's going to flop. I mean, it's a built door that works perfect. A real nice grab handle to shut it. I mean, it's just a quality part. I like the big nice seal they got around here that's really nice and pliable, but not so much that it's going to just wear out over time. Works out really well. And you can see the channel that seal lays in around here that works out really good. Nice latch tucked in behind you, so it's not going to get in your back or arm or anything. And then just shutting the door. I mean, that's the main selling feature to me on a Commander, that and the dump bed. Some other features on a Commander over like when people say, well, it's a Maverick Sport. Well, no, it shares some things, but it's not entirely. These are integrated flares on the Commander here. You do not get this on a Maverick Sport or Trail. You can get bolt-on ones, but this one's actually made into it. The front fascia is completely different. If you get like an XT Commander or XTP, it has an integrated bumper loop here. It's really nice. You can take the radiator cover out here, the grill, and get in there and wash your radiator out. You got a mounting point for a winch. A really nice setup there. Some other things on this is you can add signature lights if you want to do like a turn signal kit or just have signature lights. These come out and you can bolt them in. They got aftermarket and OE ones that you can put there. Another little trick we like to do on these headlights here, we'll swap those out for LEDs. They work fine, but I mean, I'm old and half blind. That's why I'm wearing glasses now. But we put LED bulbs in these, and I'll try to find a picture, or Josh will put a picture here to show you guys what we use to replace those. But they're really good. They work out really well. And I mean, people do it in their cars all the time, so why not do it in your side-by-side? It doesn't affect anything, and you don't have to wire a bunch of other wires, especially if you're not comfortable or don't want to fool with it or don't want to spend that extravagant amount on a light bar when you can just do a simple upgrade for about 50 bucks. So that's really cool. The tires on these are really nice. This is Can-Am's, tire that they come out with. It works really well, guys. We sold a couple of these machines and everybody, tends to like it. I think they're 27s, I believe is what they are on these, if I can see. Yeah, they're 27 on 14. They're just the XPS tire made by BRP. They come on the Defenders as well, and they work really good. I mean, we've had good luck out of them. We've had people upgrade tires and wheels on these, so we just sold the tires off to other customers. And, they put them on four-wheelers, on some 800 Razors, on some Outlanders. They work really good. I mean, they come back and say, man, that tire, I'm really impressed with it, so... don't let just because it's a factory tire, like a 2.0 Bighorn, think it's not going to do the job. It does the job really well. Coming back here, we'll get on the inside and we'll highlight some of the stuff here. All right, guys, we're here on the inside. Your standard shift here. Now, this is a lot of the similarities of a Maverick Sport or Maverick Trail. You got your park, reverse, neutral, all that. It's really nice up here, easy to get to. I do like that, where like some of the other models are a little lower. Or up here, I don't much care for, but I like it right here. It's easy to get to. Push button start on these with the desk post key. Works really easy. For years, everybody asks, what's this for? What's this for? Well, now they just put the desk post there and then it fires up. This does have the smaller dash out of the bunch. Being a DPS model, you have to step up to the XTP to get the big dash like on the higher end X3. I think this one's 4.5 and the other one's like 7 inches. So, I mean, you can see the difference, but it has all the functions, you know, your shift indicator, your temperature, your mile per hour, your RPM, your fuel, your four-wheel drive, all that. And it's still got a bunch of functions here. You can scroll through trip time, all that. And it's got another function here, speed stat, engine temp. I mean, it'll tell you all this stuff here. So don't let it fool you just because it's smaller. It still does everything. I guess the oil pressure light's on because we ain't got it started. Headlight switch over here, standard four-wheel drive. You know, everything's four-wheel drive. Got to have that. One thing about this, if you're using it in your yard or anything like that, you do have the rear diff lock and unlock, so you don't tear the yard up as bad. So that's a really cool thing to have, and that way you don't, you know, make a mess out of your yard. 12-volt plug, easy to get to up here. The tablet holder for like a Maverick Sport will work on these really well, really easy. Another great spot I like here, kind of like the Defenders, almost like a hidey hole. Wallet, keys, glasses, you know, whatever you want to put in here that will fit, works out really well. And when it's closed down, you don't even, it doesn't even register to anybody that this is a compartment to have stuff in. So like if I leave my wallet or my phone in there, when I get out of the buggy and go into somewhere, I don't worry about it, because like I said, most people don't even know that's there, so it's out of sight, out of mind. The glove box on these things is similar to the Maverick Trail, and just that's a huge space, guys. I mean, you can put you know, your TP in there. You can put you a couple sodas in there. I mean, you can put your lunch. I mean, it's a huge opening to be able to store a bunch of stuff. Again, nice grab handle. The seats are pretty nice. They got a little bit of bolster to them. The pass-through for harnesses if you upgrade to those, and got the mounts back here for that. And then the two-tone, the silver and the black, looks really nice. So all in all, the interior is really nice setup. Works really well. Here, you know, the top's plenty high enough. So, you know, I'm 6'7", so I got plenty of room here. Even with the roof on, it's not my way. One thing I do like about it, if you do a sound bar on the back or front, they're far enough away from you that it doesn't get in your, you know, your spot of possibly hitting it or something if you're going down the trail. So I do like that as well. So BRP accessories all work on these. You know, they got windshield, storage, all that stuff. Works out really good. I will talk about it just because I'm transparent. Look down in the floor here, Josh. I don't know what they was doing this day at the BRP design lab to put a daggone cup holder in the floor, but I would have come up with a better spot than that. That's the only really negative I've had about the interior, and I don't know, guys. I can't answer that. If anybody that works at BRP sees my video and knows why a cup holder is in the floor, please enlighten me, because it doesn't make any sense. Let's step to the back of the machine here and see what else we got going on. All right, guys, we're here at the back of the machine, and like I said, being a Commander, to me, the doors and this is the selling point over everything else on a Maverick Sport, is being able to have this bed to dump, be able to get in here if I got to do any maintenance or service to my machine, be able to wash it out and do all that stuff. Really critical, and that's why I like this body and just these features over Maverick Sport. Maverick Sport is not a bad machine. Just for me and what I want to do, this is a really good setup. We'll shut it down here. I'll show you another cool feature about the bed. So you let the tailgate down, and there's two little fasteners here, which I pulled them out just ahead of the video. And then you can just pull this back, and it's got storage in here. And what you can put in here is, I mean, it tells you what kind of bag, you know, but you can put some tools in here, maybe a pair of jumper cables, just whatever you want to put, you know, maybe need it on the trail, like a tow rope or something. You can wind it up and put it in there. All right, we'll put it back on here, guys. Pretty simple to go back on. Just line up everything, it shoves forward, it's back on, and then you'll, like I said, I took out the little fasteners here, but there's no tools. They just stick in there and twist, flip down, stick in there and twist, flip down. So really good. While we're here talking about the bed and things, tailgate's really nice. They got a nice extender here that goes on there that works out really well. But one thing I've always liked about Can-Am is they put good anchor points in here. These are metal clips that are anchored down to the frame. So I mean, you can really ratchet down on this and get this, whatever you got in the bed here, whether it be a bucket, a tree stand, a deer, and get that sucker pulled down really good and tight and not going anywhere. Again, got some colorways coming around the back here that's really nice. A big nice latch. You know, before on a Commander, heck, the latch on the Commander before wasn't about 4 inches long. You know, this thing's probably a foot long. Just get a good latch on it. Shuts really easy, really robust, and you know, just does the job really well. Looking at the back here, you'll see there is a beefy lower A-arms. You know, just standard shocks on this model because it is a DPS. Does have a sway bar, 2-inch hitch, which is nice to have. They come this way. That's a strap down point, I'm assuming, on the trucks. The little red cap so it don't rub the paint and stuff when they got a strap in there. Coming around to this side, I'll show you the bed side does come off on this side as well. And this one's got a few more little cutouts in it. Again, we just pull back, take it off. This I'll just set in the bed here. This one's made for the belt to go around, as you can see here, and then it'll also hold the belt tool and bolt in here, which is really nice to have, so you can put a belt in here and your tool, and it's out of sight, out of mind, ready to go when you need it. Just super good idea, a good use of space, and just works out really well all the way around for, you know, just not having to have a bag throw it in your machine and, you know, having to deal with that every time you go out on the trail or something like that. Just a really good idea on BRP's half, and I would like to see that on the Defenders and stuff going forward if they had ever done an update or model change on that as well. But this is CVT intake inlet here. It's got a nice like frog skinny material on it. That way your clutches get enough air to keep them good and cool. The other side is the one for the engine. Works out really good. Like I said, guys, really good machine, really reasonably priced, and we sell these out really good. They normally are sold before they get here. The 700s are really popular. Even the 1000s and the XTPs are really popular. But these are good machines, guys. If you're at the dealer or if you come by, you know, our shop, check them out. They're just going to do all you want them to, especially if you're in the market for something that will work and play a little bit of both and do them really well. As always, guys, hit that like and subscribe down below. That way you stay up to date with what we've got going on here at the shop. And as always, ride safe. No factory OEM belt. This belt with XRC or XMR. We'll start here at the front. This is a bumper we have made. Style hose, the part number we give you. We'll get this done.